Koh Samui is known as the Hawaii of Asia and a popular destination for European and Asian travelers. There's something for everyone, whether beautiful beaches, mountainous rainforests, or luxurious resorts. Today we're checking out one of the top hotels on the island, Vana Belle. We'll look at the features and showcase our experience. Big favor, hit the like button to help with the algorithm, and subscribe if you like travel. As a background, Vana Belle is part of the luxury collection within Marriott Bonvoy. It's within their S-tier level of brands, and unlike the other options, they focus more on bespoke experiences. With St. Regis, Ritz-Carltons, and W Hotels, you know exactly what you're getting, which is good but also can be a bit boring. The draw of the luxury collection is that it's closer to a high-end boutique hotel. Given the chance, this is our top pick for stays because it makes the experience more memorable and unique. Vana Belle opened its doors in 2013 and blends Thai heritage with modern luxury. You'll see this in the architecture, which mixes natural elements with intricate woodwork and local textiles. In addition, they have a bunch of activities that you can participate in throughout your stay. We'll get into these later in the video. Vana Belle is often ranked in the top 5 or top 10 hotels in Koh Samui and is consistently the #1 choice in the Chaweng area. It's also recognized as a traveler's choice best of the best hotel. One of the best things about the rooms here is that they all come with private pools, even the most basic ones. Perfect for evening activities with your player 2 or to do a photo shoot if that's more your jam.
Hey guys, it's Sebastian and welcome to the Vana Belle in Koh Samui. One of the good things is that you have an amazing view and you can enjoy yourself. This is more of a sunrise resort rather than a sunset one. I'd recommend waking up during sunrise just to enjoy the view because the sun comes up pretty much right over here. And then if you walk around here, you can kind of see some of the other villas as well. I think we do have a pretty prime spot. There are some other ones as well. The other one next to us is probably the other premium one that I would recommend just because it has a pretty good view. Yeah, pretty nice, pretty deep pool too if you actually want to do some swimming, and it's quite lengthy in terms of the size of it. No one saw that. I also have a mic in hand, that's why I'm trying to be a bit more careful. There is also these lounge chairs that you can relax on. Remember to bring a good pair of sunglasses because it is pretty sunny. You can have your little drinks here. If you want to kind of relax, there is a tub here. It is a pretty big tub, so I would also use this to get in rather than whatever I just did. It's a pretty big tub. And you can take a nap, you can do a lot of other things in here. It is pretty high up, so it goes up to where my shoulders are if I'm leaning back, and yeah, pretty roomy. I recommend enjoying it if you have this room because why not? You do kind of have a view of the stars and stuff if it's clear enough. It's just a normal tub though, it's not a jacuzzi or anything, but again, still pretty cool. There's also sea salt and stuff if you want to relax and enjoy yourself. There's steps here. I don't know why I keep looping the other way. There are 2 different doors into the room. So this is the one that enters into the bathroom. Technically 3, Mandy just corrected me. There's another one on that side. So one good thing about these rooms and a lot of other properties that are in more tropical areas is that they are temperature controlled, meaning that again, it's air conditioned inside. But if you do leave the door open for more than, I think it was 5 minutes, then the air conditioning turns off. So it is pretty sustainable. So if you stay over there, you can kind of see how interesting of the design it is because a lot of other places would just put something here. And here I feel like they're really focusing on the view of the ocean. So that's pretty unique to me. I think it's just really well designed. If I had an ocean view place, I'd probably design it like this, or I'd probably just copy this design. There is a shower over here, pretty straightforward. There is one over here as well as one on top. I liked the one on top a bit better, felt like it was pretty good. There's also a lot of room. So this is like 6 feet, this is like 7 feet. I think even Yao Ming would be happy here. Conditioner and stuff is pretty good. There's also a seating area if you need to sit down and relax or do something else. What else? Let's continue the tour. Outside again, pretty nice view of everything. So back over here is going to be a couch area. My pants are a bit wet, so I'm not gonna sit down, but it is super comfortable if you want to watch the sunrise and here if you don't want to go outside. What I think we ended up doing was working on the computer here and just relaxing in this area as well. This bench is not supposed to be here. It's technically over there. Yeah, if you want to watch a movie or Netflix and chill, pretty good place to do that. This is the rest of the room. Not the most interesting, but I think it's still pretty big, which is what I'm impressed by. Here's the toilet. And it's a toilet. Here's 2 areas to store stuff. And then here's vanity. We're using it just to charge stuff. So here's a safe as well as other things that you might need if you want to do laundry and stuff. Mandy's jacket, a bunch. This is all Mandy's stuff. Down here is going to be a bag for your convenience if you want to walk around. If you're going down to the beach, probably helpful. Sink area, again, pretty good view of the rest of the thing. I just really like the open design and layouts. In here, we have the main bedroom area, king size bed. I really like the design of these lights. One really cool thing too is I was surprised how many lights there were. Yeah, there's a lot of lights, which is cool. There's a TV on this side, which we haven't actually really turned on, but if you wanted to relax on this couch or relax on a bed, also works out pretty well. Pretty comfortable, same type of seating, just depends on where you want to hang out. You have a lot of choices. We also got a welcome drink that we still probably should drink either tonight or tomorrow. We had a cake as well, and we have some cookies. The cookies look really good. We just had a pretty full breakfast, but I'm gonna taste one of the cookies. Mandy's giving me a weird look now. I'll taste a bit of a cookie. Pretty good. It's like a sugar cookie with lemon zest sugar cookie. Lemon poppy seed, that's the word I was looking for. I'm almost finished eating it, Mandy's giving me weird looks. If you want to relax, here's a bunch of different board games as well as books, some pretty cool decorations. The lights, again, this is kind of a small touch, but I do like that there's lights on the floor. Pretty small design cues, but pretty cool. JBL clock as well as speaker. And this main area, which is, I don't know what it's meant for, but we've been using it as kind of a workstation area. So things are charging, things are being transferred, computers are out. On this side is going to be the coffee maker. So there's espresso and stuff. There is also teas and stuff. This is not free water, this is free water. So something to be aware of. Otherwise, the menu item is going to be here if you are looking for some snacks and you don't want to go outside. So mini bar. Right here, a lot of alcoholic drink options and drink options in general, but I feel like there's typically not as many alcoholic ones. Milk is free because it's part of the coffee and most people need it for coffee. Here is a champagne fridge. Again, a lot of different options. I wonder if there's room to put in our thing. Probably a bad idea. I believe this was the cups and stuff. Yeah, and also more Temptations. Probably shouldn't touch it because it might be weight censored. Overall, a pretty solid room, and again, I would recommend coming to this property. Even if you don't have this room, it's a pretty generally nice property that it is pretty convenient whether you want to visit the smaller cities and stuff in terms of the town, or if you just want to relax on the beach.
Note that the standard rooms have a jungle view, and you would want Marriott Bonvoy status to get upgraded to an ocean view. With Bonvoy Gold status and up, you usually get better views. Best pick here is probably the Amex Platinum card due to the credits and other features. If you want better views, but also maybe suites, you'd want Bonvoy Platinum status and up. Easiest way to get this is picking up the Amex Bonvoy Brilliant card, which comes with the status as a perk. Your mileage may vary, but this makes it an easy addition in my book. On that note, if you want to learn about any of these cards, we have links on the website asksebby.com and also down below in the description box. Make sure the links are competitive, but otherwise using the links are a huge way to support the channel, so thank you in advance. Okay, let's do a property tour and take a look at the amenities. If you want some time out of the room, then definitely check out the lobby. Architecturally, it's pretty unique. It's an open-air design with high ceilings, lots of wooden accenting, and just feels fancy. Decor-wise, it mixes Thai art with contemporary style. The best part of it though is the panoramic views of the Gulf of Thailand, which are perfect for sunrise or sunset. There's also a solid gym here with a ton of modern equipment. They have treadmills, ellipticals, spin bikes, and rowing machines. For strength training, you'll find dumbbells and plenty of machines targeting different muscle groups. They also offer a lot of functional training gear like kettlebells and TRX straps. Pro tip, this is a great spot to rehydrate and fill up your water bottle. There's also a beach at the bottom of the property. Here you can swim, kayak, or paddleboard. Be careful though if you're not a strong swimmer. Heading back towards the property, you have the pool. Lots of seats here and villas to relax. One benefit of more bespoke properties is less other guests, and we pretty much didn't run into anyone else. Great opportunity to pretend to play basketball, relax with a drink, or just waddle around the pool. Also a great place to do some underwater swimming and do some cool shots. Reminder that your room also has a pool where you can get similar shots. Less ideal for swimming though, and more about relaxing and enjoying the sun or ambiance of the running water, or pretending to drink champagne underwater. For food, you have a few options. On property, you have two major picks. First one is Kiri the Bistro, which serves international and Thai cuisine. This one is a bit more dressed up and fancy. Second option is Panali Thai Restaurant, which serves traditional southern Thai food. Vibe-wise, think beachside fast casual. In addition, you can get afternoon tea in the lobby. They also have cocktails and small bites during sunset. Throughout the day, another option is the pool bar. Think burgers, fries, and cocktails. Their signature drink is the Golden Storm, which incorporates local Thai rums. There also is food as part of the activities, and we'll get into that. One benefit of Vana Belle is that you get complimentary breakfast, regardless of your status level. This can obviously change in the future, but awesome perk to me. Breakfast is served at Kiri the Bistro and is mostly buffet style, with some a la carte options you can order. Whether you're looking for Asian, American, or something in between, you're probably going to be a happy camper. The buffet spread includes items like cooked-to-order eggs, bacon, sausage, waffles, pancakes, French toast, and a ton of pastries. Lots of other options as well. Also a lot of fruit, which feels S tier in Thailand and just delicious. Juices are also amazing and worth getting. If you're looking for something healthier, they have yogurt, a smoothie bar, and a salad bar. If you want Asian food, there's congee, dim sum, fried rice, noodles, and miso soup, and a ton of other things as well. For a la carte, I would go for either the eggs benny or crab meat omelette. Egg noodles were also delicious, and I probably went through more bowls than I should have. Most importantly, they have coffees and teas. Can't start the day off without a few good cups of liquid energy. I'd also recommend getting their Thai iced tea since it's pretty much liquid gold. One big draw of luxury collection properties are the activities. For some of them, it can feel like an adult summer camp, but in the best ways. In the morning, they have sunrise yoga on the beach. A lot of people are surprised by this, but I'm actually better at yoga than Mandy. Pro tip, but I would wear sunscreen. It starts in the dark or when the sun's peeking out, but the sun gets strong towards the end. After this, I would go grab breakfast and maybe enjoy the pool. After lunch, they have Muay Thai sessions. We're obviously noobs, so it was pretty much just jabbing, but still fun in my book. If you're better though, I'm sure they'd be happy to do some sparring or teach you advanced techniques. We're obviously nowhere near that level though, but maybe next time. In the late afternoon, they have cultural activities. On one of the days, it was making traditional crafts and decorations. So here is us making fish out of coconut leaves. You pretty much weave the stripes in the form of a fish. On another day, we made samtam papaya salad. You take chilies, garlic, lime juice, fish sauce, palm sugar, tomatoes, long beans, and peanuts, and mix it with unripe green papaya. It's super unique and it's a blend of spicy, sweet, sour, and salty. I love the spice of it, but Mandy thought mine was a bit too strong, so be careful with the spices. Definitely worth trying though, and I think it's a fun experience making it yourself. With that said, let's dive into afternoon tea.
So for the afternoon tea, you have a bunch of different options. This is a dessert set. It's quite a few different desserts. The savory set or the meat set, and then some drink options. Yeah, the idea is that you can kind of pick the set you want that you're in the mood for. So as you can tell, there's a lot of food here. Savory ones, dessert in the middle, fruit for afterwards, as well as the salads we made before grabbing the rest of the food. It looks like there's some chili sauce kind of, cilantro, mushrooms, and tomato. Very much for me. Nice refreshing course, not too strong of a flavor. This is what is next.
I think it's a rice fritter. I don't believe there's meat in here. Maybe a little bit.
Just a protein.
Yeah, a little bit of protein in there. Okay, Thai iced tea, my favorite.
Pretty solid. I see onions, I see pork spice, some chili spices, cilantro. I like it. This is actually my favorite one of the three.
I like the mushrooms.
Probably finish the salad before moving to dessert, given that I think the flavors end up being pretty different. Go try some of my salad?
No, absolutely not.
Well, this one's hitting the spice level.
Didn't you put like 5 chilies in there? So mine only added 1 chili pepper. He's feeling it though.
The difference though is you crush mine a lot more. I feel like I've had a few of these before, but I have not seen other ones. So this should be pretty interesting. I'm not sure of this green one. So it looks like a green base with something gelatinous or chewy in the middle. I have not had that before. I'd actually neutralize the heat really well though.
I'm not really a fan of that one.
It's growing on me.
This one looks like mung bean and coconut. Yep. All right, let's see what this one is. Coconut milk, kind of like a mochi ball would be my guess.
Ooh. You might not be able to see, but yeah, mochi ball shredded coconut inside. That's my favorite.
All right, dive into this one next. This one looks like papaya. I need help. Scoop it in. Jello with papaya. Very good. Okay, let's see. Oh, what's this?
Fried coconut plus.
No, it's kind of like a cookie dough.
It reminds me of that. Oh,
Yeah.
the circular ones. That
Yeah, the circle one. Yeah.
It's exactly like that, but like mashed up. It's based. It still has that crunch.
Yeah, it's still pretty good. All right, next is this cake.
iced tea. That's okay.
Cool. So this one's like a crepe with filling inside. And I just used all the filling out. I like this one oddly enough.
So what's your number one?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, are there 7? Yes, there are 7.
I think for me, 1, 2. Surprising given that we haven't eaten that much of it, but it's nice and refreshing. 3, kind of due to uniqueness. I don't think I've had that before. 4, again, refreshing. 5, 6, and then 7. This is good. It's not like by being 7, it doesn't mean that it's bad. It's just, I think it's too strong of a flavor for me right now.
If you're doing a longer stay, I'd also recommend exploring off-property. For example, there's a mall nearby with really good food and significantly better prices as well. Since we're reviewing the hotel though, we usually try to do a mix of both on and off-property options. We also went to see the big Buddha temple, Wat Phra Yai. This is a 12-meter or almost 40-foot tall statue of Buddha in a seated position. In case you're wondering, it's supposed to represent enlightenment and purity. Location-wise, it's on a small rocky island that's connected to Koh Samui by a causeway. The stairs here can be a bit aggressive, especially if it's hot, so take your time. Super cool though, and definitely worth an afternoon in my book. Overall, Vana Belle is an awesome property with both a great hard and soft product. I'd happily recommend this to my past self and to you if you are looking for luxury but also something a bit more unique. There are nicer properties, but they also feel a bit more vanilla, while this has more of a soul to it. We've been to a lot of places, but I love how this one is saved as a core memory. Again, if you want to learn about cards, we have links on the website, asksebby.com, and also down below in the description box. If you made it to this point, leave a snorkeling or diving mask emoji in the comments down below, and I'll try to heart it and respond. Out of curiosity, what are your thoughts on the property, and would you stay here? Also, is Koh Samui on your travel list? Let me know and everyone else know in the comments down below. Big favor, share this with a friend, consider subscribing, but otherwise, hope you liked it. See you next time.